of the match game, Hollywood Squares Hour, Gene Rayburn and John Bauman. Thank you. Thank you very much. All right, I thank you very much. Here we go. We welcome you one and all to the match game, Hollywood Squares Hour. This is the marriage of two of your favorite TV games. I'll be hosting Match Game.
And later on, I'm going to be hosting Hollywood Squares.
Why don't we get to work and do that right
Good
now?
idea.
Would you have a seat over here, John, please, while I say, hello, stars.
Hello,
Mr.
Hi.
Rayburn. How are you?
Hello.
Mr. Rayburn.
Mr. Rayburn,
You
yes.
may call me Gene.
Thank you, Mr. G.
All right. Nice to see all of your bodies.
Thank
You're
you.
beautiful.
Some of the bodies is nice to see more than the other ones, isn't it?
That's right. Yes. Well, these two over here.
Depends on your point of view.
Yes.
Well, you're all lovely. And now that I've greeted you, let's give a warm greeting to our two contestants over here, Laurie Gauze and David Bentley. Yes. Hello. Welcome.
Thank you.
Laurie, we'd like to find out a little bit about you, if you please.
Okay, I'm Laurie Gauze. I'm from Hemet, California. I have 2 children, and in Hemet, I'm a health instructor.
Really?
Yes.
Is it hot in Hemet?
It's hot.
It is hot. Well, we hope you are hot here in this game and win some money here. David, welcome to you. Tell us about you, please.
Hi, Gene. I'm David Bentley. I'm single. I live in Los Angeles, and I'm currently involved in co-producing educational films.
That sounds like a worthwhile venture.
Thank you.
And may I point out to you as we begin here that on Match Game, each of you will have an opportunity to match as many of our celebrities as you possibly can. We play 3 rounds. The contestant who has matched the most celebrities at the end of the game will go on to challenge our returning champion on Hollywood Squares and for a chance to win up to $30,000.
30.
All right. Laurie won the toss, so we're going to ask her to go first. You have a selection here of A or B.
We'll go with B.
B it is. For Laurie, we're off and running. Norm said,
Norm.
it's time to start worrying about your teenage son when he tells you he wants to be a blank when he grows up. That's the time to worry about your teenage son when he says, I want to...
Have you ever been to Hemet?
Yeah, I've been to Hemet.
It's real hot in Hemet. An hour later, too.
An hour later. Time to start worrying about your teenage son when he tells you he wants to be a blank when he grows up, okay?
I think that's a good answer.
It is.
Back here.
All right. Okay.
I'm lit up.
As long as you're all lit up. That's the idea here. Laurie, Norm said it's time to start worrying about your teenage son when he tells you he wants to be a blank when he grows up.
Let's try a model.
A model?
A model?
A model.
Well, I don't know. I'll try one. I'll try one, yeah.
You want to try a model?
I would like to try a model anytime she'll let me.
All right, Jimmie. She says
Be a
model.
model. There's a lot of male models.
Sure.
You think they're all a little,
Name 2.
Name 2, there's Bill Jones and there's John Smith. Anyway, they
George
both...
Hamilton started as a...
George Hamilton started as a model?
Go, Jimmie.
Fine. I figured since maybe he was in trouble, I figured that maybe you're in trouble when he wants to become a rockette.
A rockette. Right.
Yes, a rockette would be
Time to
serious.
start worrying about your teenage son when he tells you he wants to be a blank when he grows up. And she said model. And I said girl. A girl. All right. All right, 2 good answers. No awing. Those are good answers. Don't all the good answers. Twyla?
Now, I'll be a little more realistic. However, I am a model. But let's see. How about rock star?
A rock star. Right. There is nothing wrong with being a model, is there?
No.
All right.
Nothing wrong with being a girl, really, if you think about it.
Nothing wrong with being Twyla Littleton.
People enjoy it.
Time to start worrying about your teenage son when he tells you he wants to be a model when he grows up, according to Laurie.
Well, I would have matched Phil Proctor's answer, girl, but I figured he had grown up and become a woman.
A woman.
I don't have an answer now. They've given all my answers. I figured that the worst thing that could possibly happen to a father have his son grow up to be an unemployed person.
Unemployed person. And continuing to live at home. Right. That's okay. Yeah.
They agree?
Yeah.
Kind of like a blank.
Allison, what do you have to say about
Well,
this?
I think that unemployed or a rock star probably isn't too bad, but if your son says he wants to grow up to be a woman...
Then you know you're in
Yeah.
trouble. All right, Laurie. You had a good response. We had some good responses there, too, but no match for you so far. David, let's see what we've got for you. George has no class.
kidding.
No. When the waiter brought the finger bowl, he used it to wash his flame. Yeah.
That's good.
All right.
That's a French fella, yeah.
Here we go. George has no class. When the waiter brought the finger bowl, he used it to wash his feet. His feet. I think that's a good response, David. Not bad. Jimmie?
Mountains have feet, don't they?
Right.
I figure the lowest, horriblest thing you can do would be to wash your hair. Real bad. Lemon hair thing like they have. Those lemon things they do.
Yeah, squeeze a little lemon in the finger bowl.
Squeeze a little lemon on the hair. Squeeze it.
All right,
Well,
Phil.
you know, this happens in French restaurants, the good restaurants, and it's always good to clean your palate before you eat. So I said he cleaned his tongue.
Yeah.
Ooh.
I don't know if we want to go on with this, do we? All
I
right.
don't know, because I have a feeling that I have no class either. I said wash your mouth out.
Wash your mouth out.
Kind of the same.
All right. Well, no, the object of the game is not determining whether you have class or not, Twyla. It's this guy, George over here. He's the one.
No class.
What do you say? No class. When the waiter brought the finger bowl, he used it to wash his.
I tried to think of all the things I could possibly spill on, and I thought this was one of the most likely. His tie.
He used it to wash his tie.
Yeah.
All right. Skip, what do you say?
Well, I got worse than that. I don't know if this is class or not, but he used it to wash his underwear. And,
That's low.
Is that low? It's pretty low, yeah.
Pretty D class A, if you ask
Not
me.
as far down as the socks, though.
Why, you're sitting down there.
That's right. Lower. Allison?
And as we move lower and lower down the body, well, it's not feet, but it's real close. Socks?
Socks.
We got the laundry done.
All right. Well, there you are. No match so far for either Laurie or for David. That's the end of round one. Round two will be up in a moment or so. But first, we want you to watch these messages.